My daughter Clarissa, whenever something is really good, like when she's eating some particular food or something and it's really good, and she's asked, well, how was it? She would say, I got 4 words for you. Shut the front door. I don't know where she picked that up from, some TV program or something, but I thought about that this morning as I was looking at our reading for today from Philippians chapter 2. We're going back in the Old Testament to 1 Kings chapter 12 and 2 Chronicles 10 and 11 for our reading today. But I thought about that when I thought about titling this particular devotion today. 3 words. Well, they're not shut the front door, but let me read and see if you can pick up, and then we'll talk about these 3 words. Do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast the word of life, so that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run or labored in vain. Wow, what a tremendous passage. These 3 words, there are 3 words that stand out here, and those words are complaining, disputing, and harmless. Synonyms or alternate readings for those words are grumbling, arguing, and innocent. Those are words that you could use instead of innocence. I think maybe is the least understood of those. Complaining and disputing, well, I don't have too much trouble understanding what those words mean. Even by just thinking about that, you understand what they are. They carry a pretty clear understanding. Grumbling, complaining, disputing, arguing. We get that pretty easily. For those are understandable, and certainly those are traits that we don't really want to have existent in our lives. I find myself too often grumbling and complaining. How about you? And then when I do that, I think of the children of Israel and realize, well, God didn't take that too lightly with the children of Israel in the wilderness when they complained and grumbled against Him. Both of those, grumbling, complaining, have a negative connotation, and certainly those are traits that ought not to be existent in your life and mine as saints of God. Innocence, though, that's another matter. It's the same word that Paul uses in Romans chapter 16, verse 19, where he says he desires that the Roman Christians be simple about what is evil. I thought, well, I need to check that out. So I got my Vine's Expository Dictionary of New Testament Words, and it says that the Greeks used it to refer to, quote, wine unmixed with water or unalloyed metal. In the papyri writings, it is used of a loan, the interest of which is guaranteed, has no harmfulness in him, or no guile, so as to mean no foreign mixture or no folds. Well, I like that, unquote. When it's used as it is in Romans, Paul says that he wants them to be simple concerning evil. And I take that to mean, in light of all the other synonyms that Paul, his desire for them is that they be simple or innocent about evil. And I think that has the idea, or carries the connotation, innocent in terms of practice. We are innocent of that in terms of we don't involve ourselves in those things. And so his desire for them is that they would be more childlike, I guess, is another way of thinking of it. Childlike in the living of their lives. And when we think of that, and when I think of my daughter Clarissa, 4 words, there is an innocence there in her, a childlikeness, and it just takes things as they are. No grumbling, no complaining, just as certainly something that we could all aspire to when it comes to the living of our lives. So just taking these 3 verses in Philippians, boy, there's enough there for us to concentrate on for the rest of our lives, to live without grumbling and complaining and being innocent, as it were, in terms of the living of our lives. Living life like that is going to be nothing short of exemplary. When I think of that, it's a challenge for each and every one of us to live our lives in that way, so that we are innocent about evil, simple about what is evil, by way of practice. We don't involve ourselves there. I know we all fail. I fail, you fail. But yet, the desire is that in the direction that we're moving, we are simple, innocent about what is evil by way of its use. Oh, I pray the Lord today will help us to walk uprightly to be the people that He's called us to be and live the life that He's called us to live. I know as we do that, we will be in the world in which we live, the sphere of influence that we have. We will be a light that shines, that people need to see the love of God in us. And I pray that He'll see that in you and me today. May the Lord richly bless you. And as this is a blessing to you, pass it on by way of liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I know that it will be a blessing to other people. Pray that it will be. And that's our desire. So once again, I'm here. Obviously, if you watched anything yesterday, we're in Texas right now, spending a few days in Lubbock with my daughter, and I'll be here for the next couple days. So this is kind of the spot that I've chosen. So pray this will be a blessing to you. So I pray again, may the Lord richly bless you today.